Alright, so I just got the Bell version 2 Pyraminx from the Cubicle. Huge thanks to them for sending it to me. So I just wanted to make a review on it, so let's just get right into that. So the first thing you notice about this Pyraminx is that there's these little dimples between the tips and the edges. It doesn't really affect performance at all for me, but I just think it's an interesting design change. I mean, they feel kind of odd, but I don't notice them at all when I'm solving. So a really interesting feature on the Bell version 2 is the adjustable magnet strengths. This is new to any Pyraminx on the market. There's 3 settings on the magnets: strong, medium, and weak, and all they do is change the distance of the center magnet to the edge. I prefer to keep mine on the stronger setting just because I used a Bell version 1 for a long time. However, the strong magnet setting on this is still weaker than the Bell version 1 magnets, and the weaker magnets on this feel like it's almost not magnetic, so it's really up to preference on what you like. So the strength of the Bell version 2 tips feel pretty similar to a Bell version 1 where you take out one magnet from each tip. However, I think I prefer the Bell version 2 tips just because they feel a little bit smoother than the Bell version 1. Compared to the Qi MS, the Bell version 2 tips are significantly stronger. The MS almost feels like there's no magnets in the tips. They're very weak. However, this one, the magnets are weak, but they're also just strong enough for you to feel them, which I think is really nice. So if you want to increase the magnetic strength of your tips, all you have to do is take the stock magnets that come with the Bell version 2 and just place one on there, and that'll increase the strength. You can place as many as you want, and I prefer to keep it at the stock settings just because I like weaker tips. However, if you mained a Bell version 1, I think you'll prefer to keep it a little bit stronger. So something I really like about the Bell version 2 is the design for the tip. So it looks pretty simple, which is good, especially compared to the Bell version 1 tips, which have this little thing that the tip hooks onto. However, after repeated use, it very often breaks off, which can cause the tips to come out when solving, which is a very annoying issue that I had to deal with. So these new tips on the Bell version 2 fix that problem, which I really like. And for corner cutting, it goes about there. However, for reverse, it's pretty good. It goes a little over half a piece. In solving, you can definitely notice the reverse corner cutting. However, the normal corner cutting isn't that great. However, most Pyraminxes currently don't have the best corner cutting. So I think this Pyraminx does have the best reverse. However, the normal corner cutting is about average. As for the turning on the Bell version 2 Pyraminx, it sort of reminds me of the Moyu Magnetic in that it's very soft, quiet, and fast. However, this Pyraminx is a lot quieter than any Pyraminx I've tried. And it feels significantly softer from Pyraminxes like the Bell version 1, which feels very hard and clunky. And the Qi MS also kind of has a hard feeling to it, and it's a very loud Pyraminx, which I don't really like about the MS. So I think the Bell version 2 will really appeal to people that like a quieter cube and a softer one. So the Bell version 2 has these torpedoes, and this part of the edge and this part are 2 separate pieces compared to this Bell version 1 where it's all one piece. It's a very simple design. This one's a little bit more complicated. So yeah, I've noticed that the Bell version 2 is a lot more stable than the Bell version 1. While neither of these Pyraminxes have an issue with popping, I feel a lot more confident in turning with the Bell version 2 over the Bell version 1, just because it feels more stable and it doesn't move around as much when I'm turning, which I really prefer. So overall, comparing the Bell version 2 to the Bell version 1, I think they're very different Pyraminxes. However, I think most people will enjoy the Bell version 2 over the Bell version 1, just because the Bell version 1 is starting to feel outdated and that it's really heavy and the turning isn't that great compared to the Bell version 2, which is just so much nicer. Another Pyraminx that is in competition with this Bell is the Chi MS, which is a new Chi budget Pyraminx that is also very, very good. So it's very fast, has good tips. However, it's really preference when it comes to these two. I can't say which one's better. I think people should try picking up both of them and see what they prefer. They both have very similar performance for me. Alright, so what you're seeing now is a 1.73 average of 5 that I got with the Bell version 2. I really enjoy the Pyraminx. I do think it will be my main over the MS, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how well I can do with this Pyraminx and see how it competes against future Pyraminxes to come.